What's up, everybody? So we're actually at my parts guy. I get all of the used parts off of him, so I just got it. Sweet deal. We'll go back to the house and I'll show you what I got. Alright, everybody, let me pop the trunk. We'll go see what we got. Alright, so we picked up this steering linkage. This part cost about 200 bucks, brand new. I got it for 20. And then right here we got a new rack and pinion. Cost about 300 bucks. I got it for 60. And then this here is that connector that I was talking about in the other video. Up under the front driver's fender well. That cost, I don't know, but I got it for like a couple bucks. So that'll fix the front fog light. This will fix the steering. This will fix the steering, hopefully. And this truck will be on the road again. Got the hood open here. And I need to change out the spark plugs. As you can see, this fuel rail is in the way of the spark plugs. Unless I'll be able to pull them out through here. But I don't know if you can see that, but there's not a lot of gap. But right now what we're working on is the steering. Now, this here, this here is the steering linkage. And I'm thinking that's part of the problem with the bad steering. And then of course the rack and pinion. But I mean, for 20 bucks, even if it's not, it definitely looks a whole lot in better condition than the one that's in there right now. Alright, so before we start installing things on the truck or even taking anything apart on the truck, I have the used rack and pinion here, and I also have the steering linkage here and a few other parts. What I'm going to do is, he left this out in the yard, and those are the ports for the power steering fluid. Well, it was sitting just like this out in the yard, and it's been below freezing every night for the past month. So I don't doubt it that there's water in there. It probably froze, so I'm actually going to clean this whole thing before I put it in. Clean this thing before I put it in. Make sure all the knuckles are right and cleaned, so we don't have to do this again. So we're going to clean everything up as best as we can. Make sure everything that looks good is good. And then we'll start taking apart the truck and going from there. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so I didn't record much of me fixing my steering wheel, just a little update. Steering wheel is in fact fixed. Get the key. Do have a horn. I do have all of my cruise control buttons. Whenever this was defective and it wasn't working, this light would come on for the airbag, indicating that this airbag was not working, and it would also do a series of loud, annoying beeps every single time I'd start the vehicle. So I was getting sick of that, fixed it, everything's good now. Time to move on to the next project of this build.